So I am going to the fight. Conor McGregor, Mayweather. LeBron's going. Robert Kraft is going. The Herd is going. Very exciting. Flying in with my wife. Watching the fight. She agreed to go with me. And then report back. I believe there are 4 things that can happen with this fight. And I'll just put them up for the TV audience. Here are the 4 results. Both fighters stay away from each other because their styles are very awkward. And Mayweather doesn't want to get too close. And McGregor can never get too close because Mayweather jabs him, bloodies him up. And it's a very boring fight. I think there's a strong possibility of that. Secondly, McGregor is hyper-aggressive, uses illegal tactics, and turns it into a backyard brawl. I think there's a chance of this. I think there's a chance he gets penalized. I think number 3 is, and this is what I think is going to happen, Mayweather is going to keep McGregor at bay, score well, and dominate. And when McGregor comes in to level him, he won't be able to land punches because Mayweather scores, jabs, bloodies him, cuts him, and moves out. It is a thorough domination by Mayweather. And 4th, McGregor or Mayweather win by a knockout. I don't think McGregor has any chance to win by a knockout because Mayweather can take a punch and so can Conor. And I don't think Conor is going to leave himself, Mayweather is going to leave himself that vulnerable. So I believe number 3, Mayweather keeps McGregor at bay for 35 minutes, scores at will, totally dominates, cuts and bloodies Conor McGregor to the point where Conor McGregor by the 5th and 6th round may be like, I can't see. I think it's going to be swollen eyes, cuts, and domination. It is going to be a world-class sprinter beating a decathlon in a 100-meter sprint. But here's the thing I keep hearing. Hey, man, the UFC and McGregor can't lose. Really? When Michael Jordan failed miserably at baseball, didn't it become a joke? Like what if McGregor goes into this fight and is not even remotely competitive? Like Michael Jordan's baseball career became a joke. People made fun of him. Sports Illustrated made fun of him. If McGregor is completely, utterly dominated, could the UFC look small, second class, and niche-y? And they can't really compete with the sweet science of boxing. Because remember, there is a great boxing match. Canelo's fighting like 2-3 weeks later after this, Triple G, and it's already sold out. So that would give boxing back-to-back great dominating nights. Listen, remember Kimbo Slice? Kimbo Slice, the late Kimbo Slice, used to win those backyard brawls and tough guy competitions, and then he goes to the mixed martial arts and loses badly and looks incredibly unskilled. You remember Kimbo? But once he went into the ring, he looked so unskilled and over his head, he immediately became a joke. What if McGregor, awkward, slow, style doesn't work, doesn't land a punch? And I think there's a chance of it. Doesn't land a punch. You know what's going to happen to UFC fans? They're going to become soccer fans in America after the U.S. men's team goes to the World Cup and gets smoked. You're going to have a lot of people joking about you and a lot of people poking you in the ribs and a lot of people saying, what a joke. That's why it is so important for soccer fans for the United States men's national team to be viable at the World Cup because that's the biggest stage for soccer. And when they're viable, it gives them a sense we belong. This thing we're riding, this train we're riding is legit. I do think for the people that are casual UFC fans that are just now giving it a chance, that are sort of out but kind of in occasionally, the UFC could look, and Dana White's going to join me in 1 hour, the UFC could look really bad and McGregor could look even worse if it is just no punches, no rounds, no landing for 36 minutes. And I believe that is what's going to happen. I think Floyd is going to score absolutely at will, and there is a chance he will mock and humiliate Conor McGregor.